There was an emergency warning out yesterday, but firefighters have been working tirelessly overnight to contain the fire, and thankfully it's now contained to 113 hectares. The concern here is the weather forecast for this week, with the temperature set to rise into its 40s, placing locals on high alert once again. All this while they try to help those recovering from last week's blaze. Wakeland became disillusioned with the Liberal Party after plans to build a nuclear waste facility near his hometown of Kimber. It's an issue that divided the community and political stablemates. I'm at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, about 180 kilometres east of the West Australian border, more than 700 days since WA imposed hard border restrictions. We're just a few minutes away from the WA border reopening to vaccinated travellers. I'm here with Vicky and Les, who were the first in line. How are you going? You excited?
Oh, yeah, it's about time.
This beautiful stretch of coastline becomes a scene of tragedy.
Locals would be devastated.
While surfing with a group of people, a 46-year-old man was attacked and taken by a shark.
Absolute shock and dismay.
This is a popular surfing spot among locals, but the region has a sad history of interactions between sharks and humans. A makeshift memorial for a teacher who'd earned the respect of the small Elliston community in the space of just a few months. The search stopped because of the high tide mid-afternoon, but will resume at first light tomorrow. Police have indicated they'll scour beaches around this area looking for any evidence of what happened. Bernadette Clark, ABC News, Elliston. After 12 months of deliberation, the site selection committee set up by the then Liberal government put forward Sleaford West as its preferred site for the desalination plant. But the state government says it'll cost $150 million more, money it just doesn't have. So it chose Billy Lights Point instead. A large search effort across the remote area failed to find any trace of her. Then, just after 8 o'clock this morning, police had a welcome phone call.
They'd found a person wandering out of the scrub.
We're glad to have her back, and she's surprisingly really good health.
This ship is one of more than 100 scheduled to visit South Australia this current cruising season, including 11 more cruise liners due to dock here in Port Lincoln, each carrying more than 1,000 passengers. She's been involved with childcare since 1972 and says she's shocked by accessibility issues on the Eyre Peninsula. Wholesalers and consumers are being educated about how to avoid the Vibrio virus by keeping oysters cool. But the industry is facing a new challenge this summer: workforce shortages.
We are on call 24/7.
These daily pressures have been compounded by a national shortage of vets, with an acute impact in regional Australia. I'm here in Port Lincoln at the Tunarama Festival. It's the 60th year it's been running and it's been a lot of fun. So you actually competed when it was real tuna that people threw. What was that like?
It was a bit strange.
But concerns about the potential impact of multiple rocket launches on flora and fauna have led to protests against Whalers Way being used as a launch site.
I think it's crucial that we try and protect this little land that we have left.
The Greens say this possibility, along with environmental concerns, should be examined by a parliamentary inquiry. Bernadette Clark, ABC News, Port Lincoln.